see it. Can't see it, can't see it. Now I can see it. So much for the glasses. Glasses just ain't gonna work. Alrighty. Caput 1, Alex. Who farted back here? JJC Jacked Guy. JJ Act Guy. Okay. John, Arnie, Bob, Bubba Flynn's in the house. Julio. User Sri. Donald Gordon. What are you charting? Well, Donald, you're new here. Never seen you here before, but that's okay. What I'm looking at is dividend stocks that consistently increase their payments to the shareholders so I can make trades on them that make a 1% per week, which is over 50% per year. That's my goal. Safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week, 50% per year. VST. Norberto. What the heck is VST? Vistra Corp. All right, well, let's take a look at VST. VST into Yahoo Finance. Simone, how are you today? Hold that thought, Simone. Vistra. Okay, so Vistra, let's take a look at how many dividends Vistra actually has been paying out. This is going to be a no, dude. Look at this. 2016, nothing in 18, 17, nothing in 18. So it's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, that's only 5 years, dude. No, sorry. Okay, Simone wants to take a look at Kohl's. Kohl's, KSS. Now, didn't we look at this last night? Take a quick look at Kohl's. Kendall, how are you doing? And Fahat. Okay, how are you doing? Okay, just take a gander. All right, high, low. Look at this, down, up, down. We're looking for a new bottom on Kohl's. We already discussed this one the other day. Has a deal with Microsoft next 20 years. Norbert, cool. Well, if it consistently increases its dividends, fine. Now, Microsoft is on my list. Okay, but that other company you gave me is not on my list. Yeah, let's keep on keeping on. All right, what do we got? VST, we already looked at. Kohl's, we already looked at. Okay, we already looked at that one. For nuclear power energy, cool beans. However, not enough dividends. What is 5 times 5? Cool. Okay, Kohl's, we did that one. Join. All stocks going down if Trump lose. I don't know, James. Could be. You never know. Ivan wants to take a look at the gap. Fall into the gap. Okay, first thing, always. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, sideways. Basically went sideways and had a nice little peak right there. Well, let's take a gander at it. Cloudy Day wants to take a look at Nextera. Is that Nextera? N-E-E? I know N-E-U. N-U-E is Nucor. Anyway. All right, Ivan, we're taking a look at the gap. You ready? Now, it's currently sitting at 2074. So 21 is the number we're looking at, and the 21 is going for 56 cents. That's more than 2%. Well, I'm going to write that one down. I like 2%. Now, a year ago was the bottom of the year, 1309. From there, the high, 6.3, which was 21 Savage. I have no idea what that means, dude. Sorry. 6.3, that was May. June, the beginning of June, there's the high, $30.72 from there. The bottom was just recently, September 10th, at 1923. Look at this. Drops, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, well, we're looking for a new bottom for the gap, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it. Because right now, our 30-day bottom is right over here. Okay, 30 days ago, we opened up at 2059. Okay, we bottomed out on the 9th at 1995. A week later, well, there's the top at 2287. From there, down, up, down. Now sitting at 2074, waiting to find a new bottom. So, to isolate the bottom, I like 2 days to the upside because you're going to make most of your money in the stock market by buying low and selling high. So if the gap had a high right here and currently we're coming to the downside, well, as soon as it stops, turns around, that's going to be a perfect time to jump in. So we're just going to hold up on the gap for a little bit, Ivan. Now you're here all the time, so keep an eye out every night. Ask me for the gap. We'll take a look at the gap tomorrow night again and see what she does tomorrow. And then we'll see what she does Tuesday. We got 2 days to the upside, and that's a good opportunity to jump on in. Okay, so Cloudy Day wants to take a look at NEE. I'm saying Nextera. Nextera it is. All right. Nextera, always NEE. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Sideways, up, down, up, down. So we're sitting at 77.45 at the moment. So the 78 is going to be the closest one. And that's going for 164. That's 2%. Well, I like 2%. I'm going to write NEE down. Now, we have a whole bunch of stocks to look at tonight. See everything on the left over here? These are what we have accumulated over the weeks. Okay? 2-3 weeks ago, I say, hey, this is going to look good in 2 weeks. Well, that's the list. If you guys keep asking me questions, we're not going to get to that list. Okay, so I don't want to ignore anybody. Anybody asks me a question, I'll take a look at it, I'll answer it. The more questions you ask, the less chance I am going to get to the list of what we have available up for consideration tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. New week, week number 45, which is week number 6 for the fourth quarter, week number 45 for the year. All right, so that being said, let's take a closer look at Nextera Energy. A year ago, on the 9th, that's the low of the year, 53.81. Okay, shoots up nicely, keeps on going, retraces. Here's our top right up here. The top was on the 3rd of October, and that was 86.10, the 3rd of October. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, got a gap here and a gap here. The gap over here already got filled. Gaps have a tendency to fill. Wherever you see them, they have a tendency, not guaranteed, but a tendency to fill. What are we talking about? We're talking about investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so apparently Nextera Energy is at a 60-day bottom. Okay, this is all 2 months. This is where we are right now. So that's going to be on the list. We're going to keep our eye on it. So as soon as we find the bottom, we're going to double check the numbers because at this moment in time, it's offering 2%. Well, even if it's offering 2% at the moment, if she keeps going down, it's going to blow right by it. So no, I don't like buying. I like to wait. Hey, do you day trade? No, I do not day trade. I'm what you might want to call a weekly trader. No. I am a weekly trader. I buy on Mondays, sell on Fridays. Okay, I don't do day trading. Sorry. All right. So, Nextera Energy is on the list for us to take a gander at. TSLY Camilo, that's going to be a no. Okay, I don't like Tesla. He lead with consistent and reliable. Yep. Good morning, and how are you today? Okay, TSLY is going to be a no. Sorry about that. What else we got? Your favorite dividend stock, Macy's. Hey, the best Bruno's here. That's got to be Jill. 80% luck. Okay, chicken and biscuits. I'm going to disagree with you. Do you think day trading us a good opportunity to make money? It is and it isn't. You're trading your time for money. It's just like a job. Okay, whether you go work for someone else or whether you work for yourself and you sit in front of the computer from 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m., it's just like a job. Ain't no different. Okay, I don't day trade. I'm on for 15, 20 minutes. That's it. Okay. What are you earning a month in dividends? Okay, Duke, you aren't paying attention. Okay, Duke, I don't buy stocks to collect dividends. I buy stocks to collect the premium on a dividend stock. Okay? Now, what I'm looking for is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's what we're doing right here, right now. I'm a day trader. 10, 15 minutes a day. Okay, not a problem. All right, that being said, I don't do dividend stocks to collect dividends. I do it to collect the premium. Let me quickly show you. This is a dividend stock right here called NextEra Energy. If I bought NextEra Energy right here at $77.45, the closest strike price would be the 78s, which is going for $1.64 a share. Your door frame tells me mortgage is paid off. My door, whatever. Okay, so that being said, I'm looking to capture this right here. This is usually higher than the dividend, and I can collect it every 7 days. It's not NextEra, it's NextEra. NextEra. I don't have my tea yet. Anyway, let's keep on going. But anyway, to answer your question, Duke, my average is 1% per week. So if there's 4 weeks in a month, it will be 4%. If it's 5 weeks in a month, it'll be 5%. My shirt says, my eyes are up here, but yours is funny too, okay? What do you think about PLTR? No dividends, no thank you. That's what I think about PLTR. No dividends, no thank you. No options, no thank you. I am very specific of what I do. I like companies that have 20 years of increased dividends because a dividend is a portion of the profits the company passes along to the shareholders, and that's you and me. Once we buy stock, we become shareholders. We own a portion of the company. We are entitled to a portion of their profits. If their profits increase every year, well, then our dividend should increase every year. It's logic, common sense. That type of stuff. So let's keep taking a look at some of these questions. So Duke, very rarely do I actually collect dividends. Unconvicted justice. I just got an inheritance, but know nothing about investing. Where would be a place to start? Ooh, YouTube. Uh-oh. Do you invest the biggest portion of your money to high dividend yielding stocks? No, I do not. What I'm looking for specifically, what is this about? This is about investing for a consistent 1% per week. That's 50% per year. Okay? My main objective is find companies that are consistently profitable. That means 20 years or more of higher dividends, or 20 years of increased dividends. Good evening, Stanley. How you doing? That being said, let's keep on moving along. Okay, B wants to take a look at DVN. Is that Devon Energy? Okay, let's take a look at Devon Energy. DVN. Devon Energy. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where we were a year ago. Here's where we are now. Look at the motion. Down, up, down, up, down. So currently right here, we're bouncing off the year bottom. The bottom of the year is right here. So what I want to take a look at is what does it show me on where it's going to go in the next week or two. That being said, 38.31, the closest one's going to be the 38. That's 132. The 38.50 is going to be 105. That's over 3%. Wait a minute, this one's over 4. and this one is right around 3. I could do that. All right, but just because the numbers look like that, what is the chart telling me? Well, the chart's telling me here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Well, what does this area look like? So let's zoom into that and take a gander. Okay, a year ago was at 47.55, topped out in the middle of April at 55.13. The bottom was in the end of September, 37.73. Well, look what happened in the last 30 days. Now, why is it I like the last 30 days? Because it gives me a good idea of where the stock is going next. Because we base it on buying and selling. Look, she went up, she went down, up, down, up, down. Now she's coming up, but not really, because Friday really threw us for a loop. Monday was the 30-day bottom. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days to the upside. Friday gone messed it all up and pulled back. So not quite time to jump in yet. I want to see what it does on Monday. If she jumps it up, if she opens up at 39 or higher on Monday, that's a buying opportunity for me. Because I like 2 days to the upside. Red or green? You want to take a look at XERS. I've never heard of them. Crushing it on Thinkorswim. Thank you. Thank you for the info. To Jeffy, this is Thinkorswim. It is owned by Charles Schwab. Okay. Red or green? XERS. I've never heard of them. More than likely, it's going to be a no. And imagine that. It is a no. Now, the reason why it's a no, because it is a monthly optionable stock, which means I can only do a dividend. Wait a second. I can only do a covered call once a month. Once a month, well, it's only 12 times. That's only 12 times a year. What is that? 12 to 24% per year? Well, if that's what you like, fine. Me, I like 50% per year. That's 50. Okay? I can't do that with a monthly because it only trades once a month. Weekly trades every week. That's 52. If I'm getting 1% or more every week, that's over 50%. So yeah, I don't do monthlies. Monthlies just don't work for me. So, sorry about that, dude. I don't care what they do. Do you know what they call peanut insulin? Okay. They call that thinning of the herd. Yeah, I get that. 12, 20% up to 50% a year on investing capital. Absolutely. If I have 100,000, okay, 50% of 100,000 is 50,000. If I have 500,000, 50% of 500,000 is 250,000. It's just a numbers game. 1% is 1%. Whatever you're starting out with, 1% is 1%. And if you keep getting 1% every single week, you can double your money in 14 to 16 months. All right. Would you actually buy NEE in that downtrend? No, John, I would not. NEE. You see where it is, John? Okay. Here's your 30-day top. It comes down. When it hits a bottom, it turns around, goes back up again. Okay, comes to a new high right there. At that point, you get some profit taken. It comes down and it finds a new bottom. It hasn't found the bottom yet. So Monday is going to give us an idea. Is it going down further, or is it a possibility that it's time to turn around and go back up? Because that's all stocks do. They go down, they find a bottom, turn around, go back up. They get to a top, turn around, and then you get profit taken. Profit taken brings the stock back down. Okay? So stock went up. People started taking profits. The stock went down. Okay? Stock's down here. People like me say, wait a second, $80, let me jump in. Jumped in, great. Now she jumped up. Okay, taking profits. Now she's back down again. It all depends on how you interpret it. Okay? Some people like call it accumulation, readjustment, whatever you want to call it. Me, if I'm buying here, $80, if I buy here after this dip here in the $80 area, and she jumps up to 86, Well, $6 on an $86 stock is about, what, 80, 70%, 80%? No, sorry, 7 or 8%. Okay, I'm looking for one. So if I jump in here and it goes up just a tiny bit, I'm out. I honestly don't care about stock appreciation. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1%. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent every single week. So, John, to answer your question, no, I would not buy it there. Interesting. I'll check it out and just subbed. Good luck. It's interesting info. Okay, I'm glad you like it. All right, let's keep on going. What other questions do we have? OKLO. We looked at OKLO a couple of days ago. OKLO. That was a big fat no. Okay. Or should I say OKLO? Now, the reason why I said no to OKLO, it has no dividends. No dividends, no thank you. The show or the page or the information that I'm giving you is dividend investing for weekly cash flow or dividend stock talk. Okay? Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. No dividends, no thank you. No options, no thank you. It's a pretty simple rule. So let's keep on moving. Let's keep on keeping on. John, so you find a stock that pays dividends rising consistently for 20 years or better. Yeah, John, I think that's an excellent idea. Duke, what's the number, though? The amount earned. Well, all right, Duke, why don't you let me know what you earned per month, and I'll let you know what I earned per month. But then again, I got 6 different accounts. Which one do you want to know? I share 3 of them, by the way, Duke. All right, hold on. Hold on a minute. See, apparently Duke wants to confirm that I actually do trading. Okay, so okay, so Duke, I have 6 accounts. I share 3 of them. Only 3. Okay? Now, I'm a nice guy, but I got to draw the line somewhere. Account number 1, account number 2, account number 3. Account number 1 is up over 82% so far for the year. Account number 2, up over 70% for the year. Account number 3 is only started in July, and that's up, I think, 30% in 3 months. Now, below this, here are all the trades right here. Click on any one of these, and here are my trades. Ford, Marathon, Schlumberger, Intel, Walgreens, Bank of America, Chevron, MPW, Walgreens, and Macy's. What did I make that month? That week? That week I made 8.1%. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, 2.81%. Dell, Walgreens, Dell, Ford, MPW, Walgreens, Intel, Macy's. 2.81. I haven't done the percentage over on this one yet. CBS, MPW, Dell, Intel, Walgreens, DFS, Kohl's, blah, 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 blah. All my trades are available for you to check out online on my website, That 10-Minute Trader. Okay, all the way back to the beginning of the year. Big Von, what kind of computer monitor setup you use on your Thinkorswim? I actually have a Lenovo with an Intel Core i3. I have no idea how old it is. I've had it for a few years. Oh, that's so much better. My goodness. All right, so let's get out of there. So, Duke, hopefully that answers your question. More questions. Okay. Fairly 2x. For someone that's starting out with 5K, how would you make that work? It takes a long time. All right, well, Fairly 2x, look at it this way. You're saying it takes a long time. I'm 60 years old. I didn't think I'd ever get here. Okay, when I was in elementary school, junior high school, and high school, 60 was old. I don't feel old. As a matter of fact, I was out playing soccer this morning. The kid standing beside me was 23. I'm 60, he's 23. I'm running around him. Anyway, besides the point. You're starting out with $5,000. I'm not quite sure what you want to do. Okay? If you want some advice, if you want some knowledge, drop me your phone number. I'll give you a call. Now, when I say if you really want to talk to me, send me your number and I'll give you a call. People are always amazed that I actually call them. So let's keep on going. CVX, Draco. 1, stick to hold for the next 10 years. Sorry, Duke, I don't do that. Okay? The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months. Now, it boggles my mind. Okay? It really does. Why you would buy a stock and just hold on to it for 10 years and not do anything with it. Okay, so let's go look at something for a second. All right. Do you see this right here, this chart? Look. Up, down, 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 up, down. That's all stocks do. So if you really like a stock, why not buy it when it's low, sell it when it hits a nice little profit, when it pulls, not if, when it pulls back, buy it again. When it goes up, sell it. When it pulls back, buy it again. When she goes up, sell it. Pulls back, buy it again. So on and so forth. Look, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times I could have collected a premium just based on that. But I prefer to do it every single week. I like this company. So as it goes up, I'm accumulating profits. When it gets to a certain price, I'm looking at 1 or 2% increase, and then I jump out. Well, look at how many times it did it. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22. 22 times this company could have jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out. Most people spend more time planning a family barbecue than they do to their personal finances. For 10 or 15 minutes a day, you can double your money every 14 months. So if you had $5,000, 14 months you'll have 10. Okay, another 14 months you'll have 20. So on and so forth. So anyway, Duke, I don't buy anything just to hold on to and that's it. Okay, but I do have a whole list of stocks that I have been trading for the past 15 years. Okay, so I buy it, I sell it. I buy it, I sell it. Okay, what's the best app to buy stocks? Okay, and who? I have no idea. Let's look at your list, please. Oh, Doc C Spots. There you go. Here's my list. What do you think? Anyway, let's keep on going. Can you cover some of the stocks from your list between the questions? Yes, I can, Ivan. Advanced Auto Parts, Simone. Actually, Advanced Auto Parts is on the list. Okay? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, big drop, sideways, and down. Well, that's where we are right here. This is an awesome place to be if you play it right. Because you make most of your money buying low, selling high. What do I think of Acorns and other robo-investing apps? John, I've seen enough Terminator movies. I have no desire to trust a computer with anything. That's why I write shit down. Okay? I don't trust computers. Funny thing is, when electricity goes out, the internet goes out, what the hell are you going to do? That's why I write shit down. All right. Anyway. Advanced Auto Parts. We're currently sitting at 36.35 to 36.50 is going for 106. That's just over 2%. OGS. Do you like utility stocks? Yeah, but I've never heard of OGS. Okay, but we're looking at Advanced Auto Parts, so chill out. I will take a look at those. A year ago, Advanced Auto Parts was 55.65. The top of the year, 88.80, and that was the end of March. From there, big drop all the way to the bottom, and that was Thursday. So Thursday was the bottom for the year. So ask yourself a question. Does it make sense to buy a good company when it hits a bottom of the year and ride it back to the upside? Well, this is Advanced Auto Parts. They've been around for quite a while, and they consistently increase their dividends. It's on my list. I have no problem whatsoever buying it. As a matter of fact, I actually do own some Advanced Auto Parts. Oh, not there. Right here, Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, so I'm into Advanced Auto Parts. Average price $40.62. Well, it's currently at 38. Somewhere that here, 36. Okay, but I sold the 40s for next week, and I caught 57 cents. Well, 57 cents is almost 1.5% for the week. Well, 1.5% every single week is over 70% per year. I'm okay with that. All right, that being said, Advanced Auto Parts here, and I get Advanced Auto Parts here also at $40.35. I sold the 38s, and I picked up 136. Yeah, I pushed that one forward because I don't want to sell that one at 38. But it is what it is. I keep an eye on my stocks twice a day. Once in the morning. How is Popeye stock? I have no idea, dude. Okay. So that being said, where are we? Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, great. So we have our bottom on Thursday. One day the upside is Friday. 2 days the upside is a sign for me to jump on in and to accumulate. Well, fine. But here's the thing. What do we know about tomorrow? Well, we'll see. Rick Bruner's here. All right, we already hear from the missus. Good thing you here too. Wow. Okay. So Simone, that's Advanced Auto Parts. What does it normally do this time of year? This time of year, normally, oh, look at that. She's going to shoot up a little bit. She's going to go up for a little bit and then pull back. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to get out of this one before, I was going to say before the second week of November. We're currently in the first week of November, so I want to get out this week or next week. That being said, let's move on to the next one. All right. Pier 22 wants to look at NTR. What the heck is NTR? NTR. Nutrien. Okay. Nutrien. The high, a low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the direction. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now she's going to the upside. Okay? I like that. 48.36. The 48 is going for 155. The 49 is going for 110. That's both of those over 1%, over 2%. So what is that one? NTR? NTR. A year ago, we opened up at 56.20. Top of the year, 61.02. That was the end of May. From there, she finds the bottom last month. Right around the 9th, 44.65. Comes down, goes up, comes down. Now she's going back to the upside. Reading a stock chart's really not that difficult. If this is too difficult for you, just change it. Okay? Just change it. Look. Red is down, green is up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Well, here's the high right there. Here's the bottom right there. Look, now it's in an upward trend. And let's zoom into that one. Okay, 30-day high way over here. 30-day bottom right there. Now we're going to the upside. It's actually that easy. And the current price is $48.36. Well, the closest one, the 48, $1.55. That's over 2%. Okay? The 49, 110. That's over 2%. Do you realize what 2% per week is? That's over 100% a year. That's doubling your money in 1 year at 2% a week. It's really not that difficult to do. It was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Okay? In '08, she jumped on my lap, said, Daddy, can you please teach me what you're doing? I said, okay. But I had a challenge. She's 9 years old. Okay? She's not a Mensa student, and she wasn't honor roll math whiz. So it had to be simple. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable. It had to be consistent, and there had to be no way that she could lose. So I came up with 5 rules. The 5 rules are: never buy something you don't understand, never sell at a loss, make sure the company's consistently profitable, weekly options are a must, and the numbers must work. What are the numbers? What am I buying it for? What's the closest strike price so that I can sell a covered call, which, by the way, a covered call is the safest trading strategy there is. And what am I collecting? Is it over 1%? Great. Then tell me what the chart is telling me. Well, the chart's telling me she's gone down, now she's going up. It's that simple. And she's going to keep going up until she's done. She'll turn around and come back down again, because that's all they do. The idea is, when she's going up, take your profit and get the hell on out. Okay? Because it ain't a profit until you take it. All right, so Slizzy, OGS. Do I like utility? I like utility stocks, but I've never heard of OGS. OGS, One Gas Incorporated. And here's the reason why I never heard of it. It's a monthly optionable stock. That means it's a no. So you buy covered calls to collect premiums. Exactly. What's your strategy? Yep. Dr. Jim, MVDA. Now, do you mean NVDA? Because I've never heard of MVDA. Never heard of it, dude. But NVIDIA, yeah, that's a no. I don't like NVIDIA. So anyone ever asks me about NVIDIA, I automatically assume they don't know what they're doing. Because if you look at the numbers of NVIDIA, you would say, hell no. Because they were $1,200 a share a couple of months ago. Well, now they're around 130. However, what has not changed is the crappy dividends and the crappy book value. The book value on NVIDIA is $2 a share. You buy NVIDIA, you're going to get a whopping 1 penny per share as a dividend. Yeah, no thank you. SPY, hell no. P, user 68 wants to take a look at P. What the heck is P? Has no options, no thank you. Chris, hey, I love the content, but where are you? No. What the hell's the matter with you asking me a question like that? IBM. Okay, so we all know who IBM is. All right? Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at it. Up, down, up, down. Now she's bouncing right here, going to the upside. $208. The closest one is going to be the 207. Yeah, we looked at this last night, and the numbers were just kind of weird. 208.70. If I sell it at 207.50, that means I'm losing $1.20. $1.20 off of this. That brings me down to 185. So not quite 1%, but a year ago was the bottom at 146. The top was just a couple of weeks ago on the 15th, and that was 237. So look from the 237 high. She went sideways, gap down. Now I love a gap because gaps have a tendency to fill. And look, we have a 30-day bottom on Thursday. Friday was an up day. So if Monday's an up day, she could be going to the upside, challenging the 30-day high, filling in this gap. That's a nice place to venture on too, if you like IBM. Encourage more visitors. Share the love. Okay. User 681996602041108. It's a weird name, dude. Okay. AMD, no. No dividends, no thank you. Okay. XOM, ExxonMobil. Take a quick gander. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up, down. Currently are at 114.95. The 115 is going to be the easiest one to get. 115, 192. That's 1.5% for the week. 1.5% for the week is like 75% for the year. Well, that's nice. If you don't mind ExxonMobil. And if you don't mind doing it every single week. So, a year ago, 107. Then she drops down to 95, 91, shoots up to get the high right there, and the high was on the 7th, which was 4 weeks ago. Okay, 4 weeks ago. Down, up, a little bit of a gap, down and down. Look at that right here. There's a 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Where do you think it's going to go next? But here's the thing. We don't know if that is the bottom because tomorrow it could be lower. Okay? So I like 2 days to the upside to isolate the 30-day bottom. So this could be it. It may be, it may not be. We just won't know until tomorrow or the next day. Until she stops going down, turns around and goes back up. See, once you hit the bottom, turns around, goes back up. That's what they do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Okay, user 6819966204108. Yeah, AMD is going to be a no. AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. They had some really bad news the other day, and I don't want to do that. Okay, and I don't think they have any dividends. AMD. Yeah, AMD has no dividends. No dividends, no thank you. Silverwolf, would you mind showing us how you buy call on... Wait, what was that? What was that question? At the same time. Oh, well, that's easy. Wait till I find a good one first. Okay, AMD is going to be a no. Now, Ranjit Shavda? What is that? Ranjit Shavda? It's 42? MU? Is that Micron? Micron. Interesting. Well, let's do Micron. Micron gave a pretty good profit this year. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down. Currently at 99.97. The 100's going for 268. That's more than 2.5% for the week for Micron. Okay. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days. Okay, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. Got a gap here to fill. That should fill relatively soon. If I get it at 100 and I sell that, let's actually do one of those because somebody asked me to show you how to do the trade. Well, here we go. Now, I like Micron at 100. I'm actually going to write it down, circle it, so it's on my list for tomorrow to keep my eye on. Because if she's higher tomorrow at the morning, well, that's 2 days to the upside. All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change this over to a covered stock. If you don't have Thinkorswim, you're buying the stock first, and then you're selling the option second. Okay, I don't know about any other trading platforms. I know I know Robinhood, you could do both at the same time. Okay, I know in Thinkorswim you can. I don't know about any other ones. Okay, I said I like the 100s. Here it is right here. So I'm going to buy the 100s. Okay, we're going to do one contract. Here's what it sounds like. Buy one covered call MU. That's Micron 100s. Those are the weeklies. 8 November 24. That's this coming Friday. The $100 call, remember we already talked about it. The current stock price is $99.97. Well, the closest strike price is going to be 100. 28, November 24. That's this coming Friday. The $100 call against the Micron stock. Limit order to open. All right. My break even is 97.20. All right, 97.20. Okay, currently the stock's at 99.97. So if she goes up, I'm good. If she stays the same, I'm good. She could even come down, and I'm still profitable. Anything over 97.20 is going to be a profit by the close of business on Friday afternoon, the 8th. All right, if we keep dropping attendance, I'm going to reboot. And here we go. So the maximum profit on this one contract is $280. So one contract, $280. Two contracts, $360. So on and so forth. Wait a minute. $560. Sorry. Calculator. $280 per contract. What is one contract costing me? $9,720. So that gives me a rate of return of 2.88. That's just shy of 3% for 1 week. So the big question is, do I like this company, Micron? Adam Devine, how are you doing, Adam? Let's get rid of all this stuff. Go back to where I was, right there. So, Micron, if you like it, great. Do the numbers make sense? Wonderful. Are you okay with owning it at this current price? All right, that's Micron. I did write it down. Vince, my 401k is taking a beating. Any recommendations? Yeah, Vince, here's my recommendation. Stop passing off responsibility to your money to someone else. Now, depending if your contributions to your 401k are being matched by your employer. If they are, great, match it dollar for dollar. Okay? If they max out at 3%, 5%, 7%, whatever they max out, that's it. Anything over and above that, you want to take control of it yourself. If they're not matching, well then move it on out of there, move it into something that you control. Because nobody has more interest in your money than you do. So if you're not willing to take control of your money, you really have no room to complain. Because the numbers are out there. Stocks just don't disappear. The money doesn't disappear. It goes from one hand to another. You use a computer to trade. What are you talking about? No, I don't. I use a computer to tell me what's going on. Okay? That's it. I only use it to tell me what's going on, then I make my trade. I don't let the computer do the trades for me. That's what that other topic of conversation was. Talking about those Autobots that actually do the trading for you. Yeah, I don't do that. I do my own trading. I look at the computer to tell me what they are. If you lose electricity and the computer goes out, how will you trade? You cannot trust a computer. You're absolutely correct. Pick up the phone and I'll just have my broker make the trade for me. But I see what you're getting at. Okay? I don't let the computer trade for me. I do my own trades. 86, good evening. What's Advanced Auto Parts fundamentals look like? Well, they've been in business quite a while. They've increased their dividends consistently, and they have weekly options. There you go. What I'm looking for is consistent increase in profits and weekly options. Andrea, how are you doing? Can you calculate weekly 1%? What percentage on Walgreens if the strike price is $9.50 and they ask at 2.5 per share? Indian stock market. Sorry, I know nothing at all about that. Okay, so you have a call order in, but Silver Wolf. Okay, so you have a call order in to buy, but what about setting up the sell at the same time? Okay, dude, you just missed it. Okay. Change it over to covered stock. Get rid of this. The 100's right here. Okay? Silver Wolf. Are you seeing this right here? You're buying 1,000 shares, selling 10 contracts. That's the exact same. That's buying the stock and selling the option at the exact same time. When you hit confirm, Here's the order right here. Buy 10 covered calls. A covered call is buying the stock and selling the option at the exact same time. That's what it is. That's what a covered call is. Okay? Now, if you already own the stock, well, then you're only selling options against the positions you already have. But you asked me to take a look at buying stock and selling the option at the exact same time. That's it right there. It's called a covered call. Okay, that being said, let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. All right, right back to where we were. All right. Calculate. The percentage on WBA if the strike price is $9.50 and the ask is $25 a share. Okay, but okay, it's hard to see your screen, so I wasn't clear on what sell price was. Okay, Silverwolf, like you've been here long enough, you know that this screen right here, the whole screen is live on YouTube channel. Well, you're on one YouTube channel now. Okay, you're here on YouTube. This here is by itself on YouTube. Matter of fact, let's take a gander. Hold on, I'm just getting to it right there. YouTube channel. Okay, live broadcast. See, there's one right here, which is just the screen, and then this one right here is me standing in front of it. Okay, so if you're on this one, you'll be able to see all the numbers. If you're on this one, not so much, which is the one you're on. All right, that being said, okay, Andrea, you've been here long enough. I told you if you use the wrong number, you're going to get the wrong price. Okay, Walgreens, WBA. Okay, the 950. All right, so, Andrea, when you say the ask is 25 on a 950, okay, the ask, do you see where it says buy right there? We are not buying, we are selling. So you want the bid price, not the ask, because the ask price is buying. And we don't want to buy, we want to sell. Remember? So you want the 23, which is selling. So if you own the stock and you want to sell an option against it at $9.50, well, you're going to get the 23. And that's just over that's 2.5%, somewhere in that area. Let's give it a check. Okay, 0.23 divided by 9.5 equals 2.4%. Okay, but you got to remember, bid is what you're selling. Ask is when you're buying. Okay? Now, when we're buying the stock, we buy the stock at the ask price. When we're selling the option, we sell the option at the bid price. Okay, newbies, or those guys just starting out, are usually going to make the mistakes by using the wrong terminology or hitting the wrong button. Okay, I've done it myself, so I'm not immune to it. Alrighty. Poseidon's last molar, how are you today? Andrea, yeah. 86. Okay. Now, 86, you actually did the math for her. You're right, 2.8%, but you're using the wrong number, okay? That's at 0.25, which is a quarter, all right? But that's the ask price, what you're buying. We're not buying, we're selling. That'd be the bid price. Okay, Slizzy, Lulu, no, they haven't been around for 20 years. William, hi, James, is Estee Lauder cooked? Put a fork in it. No. Let's take a look at Estee Lauder because I actually own some Estee Lauder. Okay, first thing, Estee Lauder. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look, up, sideways, down, sideways, big drop right here. This is the new bottom for the year. Estee Lauder has never been this low. You're going to find you'll make most of your money buying low and selling high. Well, you ain't going to get any lower than the low of the year. That was Thursday. Friday was an up day. One more up day, and that's a perfect buying opportunity. Okay, so what happened with Estee Lauder? From what I understand, from what I have been told, I have not verified this myself. The earnings report was higher than expected, but the stock went down. But what else came along with that earnings report? Projections for the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter projections were down. They think they're not going to make as much in the fourth quarter. And they cut the dividends. Okay, they didn't eliminate them, they just cut them. Okay, never a good sign by cutting the dividends. Investors don't like that. So you tell everybody, well, we're cutting your dividends. Yep, they're going to abandon ship, jump into someone else. Because you have 9,750 some odd stocks to choose from every single day. You got one of them cutting the dividends in half, okay, and coming up with a report that makes it drop like that. Yep, you're going to have people abandoning ship and going somewhere else. Okay, now I already own it. I'm not going to sell mine for quite a while because I got mine somewhere up here in the high 90s, and now it's down in the 60s. But here's the thing. Even though I own it up in the 90s, I'm going to be selling the 68 premiums or the 69 premiums or the 70 premiums. That way I am collecting some kind of cash flow on this position. What technologies are they in? Prabisha. I'm not quite sure what we're talking about. Andrea. I own Walgreens at 936, so I'm buying to open. No, you're selling to open because you already own Walgreens. Okay, you already own it. Okay, when you're selling a covered call against it, you're selling to open the order. You're not buying to open the order because you already own the stock. You're selling to open the option. Yes, James, that's exactly what I needed, is just the calculation, so I have been paying attention. I messaged you, appreciate if you let me know. Amy, if you messaged me, I answered all my messages earlier today, so I don't have any more messages hanging out there. Rule of money, Andrea, I do, but it's long, but simple process. Maybe do a restart. Yeah, might be a good idea. Hey, rude dude, how much does it cost to do a covered call? That's do the saint. It's all different because depending on which stock you use. You can get stocks down to $1 and do covered calls on those, but you need 100 shares. Selling a covered call, sell to open, very important. Yep. Okay, now Ivan, you got to get the terminology correct. Okay, a covered call, you're buying the stock to open. You're selling the option to open. And we're hoping that the option order goes to zero. Winner 86, do the same. It depends on the stock. You'll need 100 shares to sell one call option. He's absolutely correct. So we're going to reboot real quick. Don't go anywhere. Shannon, Allie. Okay, we're going to reboot. We're going to go over Allie as soon as we get back. So let's do this. Three, two, one. We're going to be live in a couple of seconds. Hold that thought. The gamer dude, Trump 24. Hey, I try not to do politics, so I don't want to lose a whole bunch of people. All right, we're taking a look at Ally right now. Ally. All right. All right, Ally. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, big drop. Back up, back down. We're at 35.29. The 35.50s are going for 40 cents. That's over 1%. That's what we're looking for. So the question you need to ask yourself is, do I like this company? Okay, if you like it, fine, great. Okay, a year ago we were at the bottom. Okay, and that was 25.15. Austin, what's up? The high of the year was the end of July. Okay, and that was 45.52. Okay, he had a big drop from 39, dropped all the way down to 31. That's $8 drop. Well, look at the last 30 days. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's coming down at the moment, which means I'm not going to want to do anything until it finds the bottom. Hold that thought there, rude dude. All right, so Ally's got a long way to go. Look at the bottom way down here at 32. Well, it's currently at 34. It's got a long way to come down. All right, so Ally doesn't quite make it this week, but if you like it, it'll probably look good in another week. ALLY. All right, so rude dude. I rolled my Advanced Auto Parts 2 weeks out. Humana. EZN. Humana. HUM. All right. Ooh. CSX. That's Chevron. CSX. Hold tight. All right, rude dude. I rolled my Advanced Auto Parts 2 week out for a 5%. Next week was less than 0.5%, 2.5% a week. Thoughts? Rude dude, that sounds logical. Okay, if you push it out 2 weeks, that's 2.5% per week. If next week is only 0.5%, well, yeah, it makes sense to push it out for 2 weeks and get in 5%. That was a good plan. Not that I'm telling you to do it. It's just that was a good plan. It sounds sound. Okay, if you like Advanced Auto Parts. All right, so let's keep on going. Up over 200%. I saw that. CMA. Felix, how are you? CMA. Why does that sound familiar? ComAmerica. Okay. So ComAmerica is currently at a high at the moment. So why are we looking at it? Not a political. Yep, I get it. It's at a high now. A year ago was the bottom. She shot up, went sideways. Okay. Shot up, went sideways, shot up. Now we're here pulling back off that high. It's not going to be that favorable, okay? Because your 30-day high is here, drops down, comes back up. Now she's coming down. It's not going to, in my humble opinion, it's not going to look good for another 2 weeks. So I'm going to put it out for 2 weeks and see what happens. Rule of money, WH. What the heck is WH? WH. That's going to be a no. The reason why that's a no, it's a monthly optional stock. Monthly options, the numbers just don't work in my favor. It's just no. Because monthly options you can only do once a month. So 1% on an option, that's 12% a year. Why would I want to do 12% a year if I can do 50? All right, what can we expect the market to do during the election? Sorry, my last message. Okay, I honestly don't know. Okay, elections come once every 4 years. Last time, I remember the last election. Okay, if you look at the numbers from the last election, as soon as the very next day, Wednesday, okay, the day after the election, a couple of companies just shot right up. Okay, some of them went down and some of them went up right the very next day. So it's a possibility. It just all depends on which ones. Okay, Calvin Hill's in the house. Alrighty, so that's going to be a no. Let's jump in and take a look at some of them that we have on our list. So what do we have on our list? Humana. Now, if you like Humana, it could be a good opportunity for you. Here's the high, here's the low. Look at the decline. It found the bottom right here. This is the bottom of the year. Now she jumped up. Well, we're currently at 260.71. Okay? At 260.71, the 260s are going for $10. That's well over 1.5%. Well, let's take a look at Humana. If you like Humana, okay? A year ago, we were at 480. We hit a double high at 527. Tari, how are you doing this evening? Cool beans. Okay, from there, she drops, retraces, drops again. Here we go. We're finding the bottom right there on the 2nd of October at 213.91. Okay, now she's been going sideways for the past 3 weeks. So what does that mean? If you like Humana, fine, jump on into it. Take a look at it. Humana at 260 is going for $10.40 a share. So $10.40 a share divided by the purchase price 260, it comes to a grand total of 4%. 4% for Humana. If you like Humana, I work for Humana. Goodbye at these numbers. Well, that's great. But take a look. If you wanted to buy it, you get the high, the low. Look where she is at the moment. Does it look like it's a good buy at this moment in time? The 260 is going for 4%. Well, I'm writing that sucker down. Now, granted, it's out of my price range because I like to say stocks at 250 and below. All right, well, is what it is. But that gap almost filled. Look at it. The gap right here. It almost filled, not quite, but almost. She should be filling up relatively quickly. Do you trade earnings plays or strictly long term? Okay, Mo, I don't do earnings plays. I do dividend plays. Okay, what is a dividend play? I buy the stock just before the dividend date, which is the EX date. The last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. It is more predictable and more consistent than an earnings play. So if you take a look at your calendar, what about UPS? I don't do anything long term. I don't know what it is you guys don't understand about that. Okay, Mo, check this out. All these companies right here all have their dividends on these little green dot dates. All right. Now, if I want to put the earnings in, okay, here are all the earnings. Well, let's get rid of the dividends. Okay. These are all the earnings for the companies that I like personally. Okay. So there's Macy's, Walmart, Cisco, Target, John Deere, Kroger, Hormel, Best Buy, MDT, Lowe's, JW and Nordstrom's, Occidental Petroleum, Emerson, eBay, Devon Energy, VFC, Caterpillar, Pfizer, Siri, British Petroleum, so on and so forth. Those are all the earnings reports. Now, I've seen positive earnings where the stocks go down. As a matter of fact, Harley Davidson had its earnings last week. Positive earnings, but the stock went down. Estee Lauder had positive earnings. Its stock went down. I don't do earnings plays because they're not as consistent as the dividend plays. Stocks have a tendency to go up just before the dividend. That's my philosophy. So if the stock is moving up before the dividend, well, why not jump in and do one of the safest trades there are? That's a covered call. You buy the stock, you sell the option against it, you get 1% every single week. 1% every single week is over 50% per year. You can double your money every 14 to 16 months. Safely, simply, consistently, and predictably. And we're doing stocks that you heard of. Nothing wild, nothing outlandish, nothing crazy. Look at the companies. Kinder Morgan, Ford, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, US Steel, UPS, Apple, PPG, Pfizer, IBM, British Petroleum, Starbucks, so on and so forth. Every single stock that I personally look at has increased their dividends for more than 20 consecutive years. See, if they're increasing their dividends, then they got to be consistently profitable, because the dividend is a portion of the profits that the company earns. Okay, and if the company earns more profits, well, the dividends go higher and higher. That's the only reason I look at dividend stocks. Because absolute worst case scenario, if everything goes to shit, at least I'm getting higher dividends every year. And if they have weekly options, I can do a covered call every week. Even if the stock drops, I can still do a covered call and still have some kind of money coming in. Okay, Austin wants to take a look at BURU. I can tell you no right now, dude. Seriously, I could. Okay, I've never heard of BURU. Okay, I only do stocks that are consistently profitable, and if BURU was consistently profitable, I would have heard of it. And it's a no. No options, no thank you. 50 cents a share, what the hell are you thinking, brother? You're definitely in the wrong place. Okay, now when I say you're in the wrong place, if you're looking at a stock at 50 cents, okay, you're not looking for safe, predictable cash flow. You're looking for capital appreciation. You want this ugly piece of trash to go from 50 cents all up to 5 or 10, 15, $100. You're in the wrong place, dude. Seriously. I have no idea who they are. I have no idea what they do. Okay, I'm looking for cash flow, not capital appreciation. I don't have the time, desire, nor the resources you may think I have. Okay, I don't want to take a bunch of my money and sit it into a company I've never heard of and wait for it to go up. Albert wants to look at KHC. Well, KHC is Kraft Heinz. They've been around for over 100 years. Them I've heard of. If I can get 1% every single week from Kraft Heinz, that's over 52% a year. Why the hell not? Well, a year ago, we're down here at 33. We jumped up to 39, dropped back down to 31. We're at this moment in time 33.50. The 33.50s are going for 38. That is over 1%. That is Kraft Heinz. They make Kraft ketchup. They make Kraft macaroni and cheese. They make Kraft Velveeta cheese. Okay, they make a lot of interesting cool shit. So, if that's where they are, take a look at the last 30 days. Now, I like the last 30 days only because it gives me an idea of where the stock's going to go. 30 days ago, we're at 35, dropped down to 34, shoot up to 36 and a quarter, drop down to 33. Now we're sitting at 33.59. You got a gap here. More than likely, that thing's going to fill. When it fills, it's going to go to the upside. Well, because look, here's the bottom on Wednesday. Thursday was higher. Friday was higher. It's just a numbers game. You see it, Mo? I'm glad you see it. Cool beans. ExxonMobil, KHC, you got it? Rick Bruner. Uh-oh, I missed some. SCM. Who's that? Edmund. SCM. Never heard of them. Yeah, dude, that's a no. Okay? That's a no. Monthlies, the numbers just don't work the same. I don't do monthlies. I heard about a merger of Humana. Is that true? I honestly don't know. Awesome Austin. I didn't know, not understand, makes sense. Alrighty then, Austin. Cool beans. Brian, because Buffett continues to trim his positions and currently holds over $300 billion in cash, give you a pause. Okay, I don't need a pause. I know exactly why he's doing it. Buy the day before, sell the day after. No. Sorry, dude. How much in advance do you buy before the payout? 2 weeks on a Monday. 86. Only 2 weeks on the... Yep, there we go. Felix, Brian, why is Buffett holding so much cash? All right, Felix, the reason why Buffett's not the only one with huge amounts of cash sitting around. EPD. Didn't we look at EPD last night? EPD. Okay, hold on. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Now, Warren Buffett's not the only investor with huge amounts of cash. After the election, well, we're assuming shit's going to hit the fan. All right? Because no matter who gets elected, there's going to be shit in the streets. All right? Stuff is going to correct. Stuff is going to go all kinds of craziness. And if you're into cash, if you have a whole bunch of cash sitting around and the stocks drop a whole bunch, well, yeah, it's a great position to be in. If real estate drops a whole bunch, it's a great position to be in. Who knows what's going to happen this come Friday? Okay, the election is Tuesday. You know it's not going to go smooth. There's going to be shit happening. Okay, so what happens? We're soon going to find out. What if the shares go down? Kent, you've been here long enough. You know they go down. Seriously, take a look. Hold on. What do we got here? Easy end. That is why out of options. I'm waiting to the election. Yep, I hear you. Okay, what if the stock goes down? Well, a year ago it went down. Then it went up. Oh, wait a second. Then it went down again. And then, it went up again. Then it went down. Wait a second. It went up. Then it went down. It went up. Then it went down. It went up. Then it went down. Up, down, up, down. That's all stocks do. If you think you're going to buy a stock and just because you bought it, it's going to go up and never go down, yeah, you're sadly mistaken. Okay? Now, I know a few people who buy stocks, and whatever they buy, I sell. You know who we're talking about. He might be in the audience. Okay, so that being said, how do you get the dividend calendar for your stocks you like? All right. You press a button. It says Market Watch. Okay? Monitor, trade, analyze, scan, Market Watch. Okay? Market Watch has quotes, alerts, visualize finance rates, calendar. Right there. Now, this is Thinkorswim. It has everything that I am looking for when I choose what I want to buy. Okay, there are other companies, TD Ameritrade, I don't think had it. I don't know if Fidelity has it. I don't know if Interactive Broker has it. I know that Robinhood doesn't have it because I have Robinhood and I use Robinhood. But I always use Thinkorswim to find the stocks and to find out where or when they're going. Then I use that for my buying and selling. The Monk wants to take a look at Soun, S-O-U-N. I could tell you now that it's a no, S-O-U-N. Okay, Sound. So let's go to here and let's put it into Yahoo Finance. And let's see how wonderful they are with their dividends. Oh, look at that. There are no dividends at all. So why, Monk, would you ask me, Dividend Stock Talk, Dividend Stock Talk, to look at a stock that doesn't have dividends? Do you think that automatically I'm going to say, oh, silly me, I should buy that? Doesn't work that way. No dividends, no thank you. Because a dividend tells me when the stock is going to move. Most companies pay every 90 days. So every 90 days, it gives me an idea what stock's going to move when. So if I'm looking at this week, which just so happens to be the 3rd of November, okay, the 3rd of November. So next week we have Citigroup, Siri, Ford, Apple, British Petroleum, ConocoPhillips, Pfizer, Wells Fargo, and U.S. Steel, all paying their dividend next week. Okay? So, no dividends, no thank you. How can someone use and understand and use this strategy, Bruce? Bruce, this strategy was created for a 9-year-old. Okay, and I always find this amazing.
Hi, I'm Grace, and as you being part of my internet website called Thingy, which my dad doesn't like me calling that, but I do. Being part of that, you're...
So that's my daughter, 12 years ago. This is me. I always laugh when I see that. It's funny because my daughter was 9 years old, okay, when I first taught her. The video, she's 11. I had to keep her entertained, had to make it fun, so we had fun with it. And we did a lot of silly, crazy things. And that's one of my favorite videos. But I created it for her. It had to be simple. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable. It had to be consistent and no way for her to lose. So I came up with 5 rules. Rule number 1 is never buy something you do not understand or you do not know. If you don't understand the company, if you don't know what they do, don't buy it. If you don't want to hold on to it for the rest of your life, don't buy it. Never put your money someplace you're not okay with. Okay, if it goes down, tough shit. Just hold on to it. Because never selling at a loss is rule number 2. And if it has weekly options, you can get a premium every single week, even if the stock drops. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. It just doesn't make sense to put your money someplace where they don't know what the hell they're doing. Most companies don't make it to 3 to 5 years. So I don't look at those. Okay, 1 in 1,000 makes it to 10 years. I don't look at those. I look at companies with 20 years or more of increased profits or increased dividends. Okay, there's over 300 of them. Keeps me plenty busy. Okay, there's 90 days per quarter. January, February, March, quarter 1. April, May, June, quarter 2. July, August, September, quarter 3. October, November, December, quarter 4. Every 90 days, these companies pay a dividend. Okay, so the first week of January looks the exact same as the first week of April, which looks the exact same as the first week of September? No, August. No, July. Whatever. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. Sound no dividend, you're correct. Lucid Du Bois wants to take a look at Lucid. Why do you want to take a look at Lucid? Well, let's find out. LUCID. Okay, so Lucid's down at 22. LUCD. Okay. Well, look at that. Lucid has no dividends. Again, Du Bois, if the show is called Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow, why are you giving me a stock that has no dividends? I like it and have sound, but flip of the coin when it will go up. Yeah, right. EPD, we already did EPD and it was a no. EPD. Was EPD? EPD. Yeah. This one only has 6-7 years of dividends. Okay. 7 years of dividends. No. All right. Barron. Barron is old, so perhaps risk management. VOD. Vodafone? Are they still in business? I used to buy Vodafone years ago. Okay, well, here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down. We're currently sitting at 942. The 950s are going for 0. I don't know. What do you think of that idea? If 950s are going for 0, why would I want to trade that? Yeah. Sorry, Lucid's going to be a no. I like it and I have sound. Okay, Andrea. Barron is old, so perhaps risk management. I have no idea what that means. Is there a low-risk stock trading option? Tim Anderson, low risk. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. There's risk in every facet of your life, okay? You walk outside without sandals on or without shoes on, you risk stubbing your toe or stepping on something. You stay in bed, well, you risk missing the day's events. Okay, you get out of bed, you risk slipping and falling on your ass. Okay, you jump in your car, drive down the road, you risk getting hit. Okay, you stay home, you risk not going to work. Okay, you get married, you risk getting divorced. Okay, there's risk everywhere. So when you say low risk, well, I'm thinking Ford. It's been around for 100 years. Harley Davidson, been around for 100 years. General Motors, been around for 100 years. Consolidated Edison, been around for 200 years. Okay? Bank of America, 100 years old. Wells Fargo, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Colgate, Procter & Gamble, Home Depot, Lowe's. I can go on and on and on with a whole list of companies that have been around for over 100 years. Coca-Cola has been making Coca-Cola since the 1880s. That's 140 years. Hi, Middle East issue affects stocks and oil prices? Most likely it will. But never buy something unless you're okay with holding on to it, because they go up and they go down. And what do they do after they go down? Well, they go back up again. Always pick a good quality company that you're okay with holding no matter what. Make sure it has weekly options, because even as the stocks go down, you can still sell covered calls against them and still collect a premium every single week. Okay, yeah, Tim Anderson, there are lots of low-risk companies. Okay, I like Lowe's, I like Home Depot. I don't see them going out of business next week. I don't see the risk there. People are always going to want to fix their own shit. Okay, Coca-Cola, they've been making Coca-Cola since before I was born, and they'll probably make Coca-Cola long after I'm cold, dead, and gone. I don't see a risk in Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Bank of America. No matter how crooked they are, they've been around for over 100 years. Okay? Andrea, that's a no. Maine, thoughts on Maine? Sniper Trader. Chiro wants to take a look at Altria, MO. And, all right, which is best to invest nowadays because the world is going unstable? Gold is the best option. No, it ain't. Gold is not an investment. Gold is a dust collector. It is a storage of wealth. You cannot take gold and make weekly or monthly returns on it. It's not an investment. Now, a rental property, that's an investment. You get a monthly return on it. Okay? Dividend stocks, you get a return on them. Any kind of stocks you can buy and sell, and you get a return on them. Gold is not. It's a storage of wealth. It increases every year. Okay? Okay, it does increase in value every year, but you can't get monthly cash flow from it. It's not an investment. It's a dust collector. All right. Anyway, Sniper Trader wants to take a look at Maine, MAIN. Now, MAIN is a monthly optionable stock. Okay, you're new here. You do not know that I don't like monthly optionable stocks because there's only 12 months in the year. So if I do a covered call once a month, what am I getting? 12%, 24%? No. I like weekly options. Weekly option gives me 52% or more. Now, I didn't go to college. I admit that freely. Terribly sorry. I'm not in debt like some of you. Okay? But I do know 52 checks is better than 12. Especially when each check averages between 1 or 2%. Fathead wants to look at UNP. I have no idea what that is. Union Pacific. Oh, it's a railroad. Okay, cool. A year ago was the bottom at 208. Topped off the end of February. Actually, I'm from India. I'm new to the stock market. Can I buy U.S. stocks? Is it possible? Yes, it is. But more than likely, you're going to need what's called a VPN. Because if you're in India you have to sign in the United States. And you can do that with a VPN. Okay? All right, that being said, there's the high right there. Drops back down, shoots back up, falls with a gap. Take a look at that. The last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago, down, up, down, big drop. Now she's going up. Here's the bottom, and she's going up right now. Well, that's great, right? All right, Cheryl, I'm going to take a look at it, okay? It's written down, all right? I get CSX, EPD, and then Altria, all right? I'll get to it. All right, but 235, the 235s are going for 245. But not really, because you're losing 70 cents. You take 70 cents off this, that's not 1%. Yeah, so you're not making your 1% on UNP. Sorry. D3 wants to look at QYLD. Can he really just say that? QYLD. All right, before I do QYLD, let's look at CSX. CSX. Okay, CSX Corporation. Bottom, top, down, sideways. Channeling. It went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but it's staying within a certain range. They call that channeling. All right, 33.60. The closest one should be the 33.50s, and that's going for 55 cents. Okay? That's over 1%. That's what we're looking for. Okay, D3, we're going to take a look at QYLD in a minute. Just sit tight. All right, so the last 30 days, what does this look like? $30 days ago, drops, shoots up, big gap down. That gap is going to fill eventually. Okay, up, down. Now she's going to the upside. 33.60 to 33.50, 55. That's over 1%. If you like this company, I've never heard of them, so it's not going to be something I'm going to look at. Alrighty, CSX. Drop my pen. Hold on a second. Okay, what does a stock normally do this time of year? For that, we look at the seasonality chart. Seasonality chart for the next month and a half should be going to the upside. Okay, well that works. All right, so let's get out of that. Now, that's CSX. EPD. Didn't we already take a look at we already looked at EPD. Altria. MO. That's going to be a no. Don't even need to look at it, dude. Check it out. You get a gap up, and she shoots up. Now she's going to drop. She's going to come back down to this area. Yeah, so Altria is going to be something we want to take a look at in 2 weeks. Alrighty then. Alright, D3 wants to take a look at QYLD. QYLD. No. Why? Because it's a monthly. I don't like monthlies. And I don't know why people just don't get it. Okay, currently it's at $8.10. Or $18.10. Well, the 18 is going for 25 cents. Well, I'm losing 10 cents right off the top if I'm buying at $18.10. And I'm selling the 18s. I'm walking away with 15 cents. Not even 1%. And that's for a month. Yeah, no thank you. The numbers just don't work. Okay, no. It's just a plain old no. All right. Nasrullah wants to take a look at MULN. Never even heard of them. MULN. Mullen Automotive. No. How's that for an answer? Look at this. $1.95. How can you possibly tell me that company has 20 years of increased dividends It's at $1.95. Albert, I wouldn't touch it either. I'm going to agree with you 100%. All right, so MULN, no. Sorry. It's pure speculation. Philip Morris, PM. That's going to be a no. And the reason why Philip Morris is going to be a no, it's too high at the moment. Look at this big gap up, and she shoots up, and she keeps going. Okay, fine. But the average trade is down here in the 120 area, not up in the 130 area. Psycho Trader, beautiful morning. Good morning to you too. It's evening here, but that's okay. MSTR, hell no. Okay, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, simple. Philip Morris is going to be a no. Do you sell a book, your strategy? Yes, I actually have 14 books. 13 of them are available on Amazon. Book number 14, which here's the funny thing about book number 14. Bitcoin, hell no. I don't have any friends. Trevor, I'm terribly sorry about that. Now, Bruce, I've written 13. Most of them are available on Amazon. Book number 14, I finished it last February. I just haven't uploaded it yet. When you have a chance, please show how you get a candlestick chart and strike info on the screen together. Why not Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is not legal tender. There's no regulation in Bitcoin whatsoever. There's no way to get a safe, secure, predictable, consistent percentage on a weekly basis with Bitcoin, other than me sitting in front of the computer all day long looking for setups and opportunities to jump in and out. Yeah, no thank you. Okay? If you can come up with a way that is simple, safe, predictable, and consistent that takes less than 10 minutes a day, I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. Now, John, some REITs I do like. MPW is one that we've been playing with a lot, and it's been doing really well. Okay, user 7834 or whatever your name is. User still rise. How do I get the candle chart and the strikes on the screen together? See this vertical line right here? I can take that vertical line, I can go this way, I can click on this part right there, and then it just disappears. But this is Thinkorswim. It has a lot of options that I can do. Okay? So it's just a feature on Thinkorswim. Will you do ICUP? ICUP. Now that's funny. When should buy stocks before dividend? 2 weeks. LULN. MULN. Where do you look at that one? Bruce, how can I get started? I don't know who the hell Bruce is, but okay. Do I think SoFi will reach 30? Don't know. Parkar. What's the best performing asset over the past 10 years? Dude, you're asking me the wrong questions. Okay? I invest for weekly cash flow. What happened 10 years ago? Totally irrelevant to me. Because it's 10 years ago. Whatever happened yesterday, the day before, honestly, really don't care. Really don't. Has no concern of mine. Okay? My main objective is tomorrow, next week, the week after. What already happened in the past has happened in the past. Nothing you can do about it. Why dwell on it? Okay, so somebody likes SoFi. SOFI. Now, I don't like SoFi, and the reason being, let's go to Yahoo Finance, put SoFi, and check out how well SoFi has been paying dividends. Oh, look at that. There are no dividends for SoFi. So why the hell are you suggesting that? No dividends? No thank you. Do I have a course? 10 minutes, yes I do. Does anybody here on... Okay, Trevor, you need to stop it, dude. We need to stay on task. I'm here specifically to teach not to take care of whatever needs you feel you need at the moment, okay? So let's concentrate on investing. Do I have a course? Yes, I can. Where can you learn to do this? Tim, if you go up to my bio right here at the top left, it says Dividend Stock Talk. Yeah, you click on that. That will bring you to my webpage, which is the10minutetrader.com. Gives you all the information. Okay, so Parker, interested? No, not interested in long-term trading at all. Okay, I get that, Trevor, but still no interest in talking about that here. Let's go back to here. All right. I like day trading options. Cool beans. BTI. Sorry, dude, that's a no. ODTE. What the heck is ODTE? I think I looked at that once before. Perfect. I just found your page and had no idea this was about trading. Oh, really? You're looking at a stock chart and you have no idea this was about trading? Okay. All right, cheeseburger. Don't short. It's a trap. DCA. Can you talk to me about options? Yes, I can. You have to come up with a better question than that because there are call options and there are put options. Options are usually categorized by ITM, ATM, or OTM. In the money, at the money, out of the money. I respect your directness with me, James. Try to avoid. I will try to avoid veering off the topic going forward. Thank you very much, Trevor. Can we take a look at IBM? We already looked at IBM earlier today. Okay, so the chart here that you're seeing behind me, this is recorded on YouTube. You're currently on one of my YouTube channels. On my other YouTube channel, this screen by itself is being recorded. So you can go back after we're done and you can take a look at what we looked at on IBM. Okay, have I heard of MCS? MCS. No. Sorry, MCS is a no. XDTE. What the heck is XDTE? Oh, I know what that is. That's a no. UWMC. UWMC. Okay. Now, who the heck is UWMC? UWMC. Well, they have dividends, but it's going to be a no. AR Khan, okay? They first started paying dividends in 2021, 10 cents. 2022, 10 cents. 2023, 10 cents. 2024, 10 cents. What does that tell you? Would I trade drug? No, I would not. Okay? UWMC, 5 years, no increases in dividends whatsoever. No, thank you. AGNC, I actually like AGNC. So let's take a look. AGNC, kind of a big drop. Take a look. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, up, down. Currently at 933. The 950s are going to be the closest, and it's going for 6 cents. Okay, that's a no. Sorry, not even 1%. John, a REIT. Yes, I do like REITs. You want an MPW? That's my favorite. Okay, here's MPW. 455. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look, down, up, down, up, down. Currently at 554. 454. The 450s are going for 25 cents. I'm not quite sure if you understand that. That is a 5% return if you like MPW. which is one stock I consistently trade over and over again because the premiums are freaking ridiculous. 2, 3, 4, 5% every single week. Nurse Scott, relevant to seasonality. Well, seasonality, O's and no. Explain that to me again. You need to tell me what, explain what to you again, because I've started the conversation over and over and over again. Okay, you need to be more specific. What specifically do you want me to explain again? So, Nurse Scott, relevant to seasonality. Well, seasonality is winter, spring, summer, fall. Now, I don't know where you live, but here in Florida, at this moment in time, the weather's absolutely freaking perfect. Okay, it's in the 70s. The sun is shining in the day. At night, it's not too hot, not too cold, not too muggy. It's wonderful. In the summer, it's a little unbearable. So I take my ratchety little ass and I go up north, where it's nice and comfortable in the summer, fall, and spring. But in the winter, it's a little unbearable. So in the winter, I head south to Florida, where it's nice and comfortable. Seasonality is the exact same when it comes to businesses. The businesses up in New England, well, during the spring, summer, and fall, they don't have to pay a heating bill. The companies down in Florida, in the fall, winter, and early spring, they don't have to pay for air conditioning. So certain companies move differently, directly related to the calendar. Why does Weight Watchers go up in the beginning of January? We all know. Okay, why does Hershey stock goes up in the first week of February? Well, you should be able to put that one together. Why do oil stocks go up in March and April? Why do gas stocks go up in June and July? Different times of the year, people spend their money differently. Okay, the fourth quarter, synonymous for stocks going up in value because you're going into the fourth quarter. All right. Picard, what you just went through was very interesting. You showed a couple of different charts, but now ended up on this one because it offers dividends. Okay, Picard, I only invest in dividend stocks. SCHD, oh hell no. Seriously, dude, SCHD, no. Please double check the numbers. Look at how well and wonderful SCHD pays out dividends. Are they consistently increasing every single quarter, every single year? No, they're not. Okay, that's a no. For me, anyway. Okay, if you like it, hey, more power to you. Southern Company. Didn't we take a look at Southern Company before? SO. Okay, so Southern Company. Freddie Guap. Yeah, no, dude. Okay, if I don't know you, if I haven't talked to you personally, I do not invite people I don't know to co-host with me. Sorry, but I do appreciate the offer. Okay, so Southern Company has been paying dividends since 2016. Well, we're in 2024. That's only 8 years. So Southern Company is going to be a no. It's just going to be a waste of our time to even look at it. For me, okay? Nike. Ooh, I like Nike. NKE. Okay, Nike. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look, up, big drop, back up, back down. Now she's turning right here. Let's zoom into that and take a good look at it. Oh, Nurse Scott, I'm bullshit on sarcasm. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Do you mind if I ask what website this is? Picard, this is not a website. This is a trading platform. It's like Fidelity or Interactive Brokers or E-Trade or Scott Trade or whatever trading company you use. This is a trading platform. If I want to buy and sell stocks, I do it right here. That's me. Okay, so Nurse Scott, I'd like to know what you mean by I'm bullshit on sarcasm. Do you like sarcasm? Do you not like sarcasm? Or are you really good with it? I have no idea what that phrase means. Okay, now I have no idea where you're from because, see, I'm from originally the Boston area. Okay, you come down to Florida, people talk a little bit differently, but it's kind of like a melting pot where everybody comes to Florida and we all join together. But in South Carolina, they have a different way of talking. In Illinois, they have a different way of talking. In California, different. Thanks. Which trading platform is that? It's called Think or Swim. Think or Swim. Okay, so how about Rig? When it's Yahoo. All right, we're looking at Nike, okay? Now, Nike currently is at 78.10 at this moment in time. The 78s are going for 154. That's just a little bit less than 2% if you like Nike. So a year ago, Nike's sitting at 107. Jumps up to 123. That was in the end of December. Other than that, she drops down to 93, right around the Olympics. And then she dropped from 93 all the way down to the bottom at 70. That was a big drop. Okay, the last 30 days. Days ago, we're at 82. Drops down, shoots up. Our bottom was on Thursday. Friday was an up day. I like 2 days of the upside. One more day, and that's an invitation for me to jump in. Because at this moment in time, 78.10, the 78s are going for 154. That's close to 2%. Not quite 2%, but close to 2%. And 2% a week is over 100% a year. Jellyfish, thank you for that. Okay, so Josh wants to take a look at Rig. I have no idea what Rig is. RIG. Transocean. Okay. RIG. Mr. H. No dividends. No thank you. Sky Blue. Lisa Ann, Sky Blue? What is Sky Blue? You need to give me the ticker symbol to the company you're talking about. But I've never heard of Sky Blue. So more than likely it's going to be a no. So Braylyn Riley wants to take a look at Ford. Just to let you know, Braylyn, I do own some Ford. Just in case you're wondering. Elon. Okay. That's a stock symbol, Elon? Okay, Elon has no options. That's going to be a no. Back to Ford. Here we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up. Big drop. Back up. Another drop. Now we're at 10.22. The 10.50s are next. 8 cents to 9 cents. Not going to make it. Sorry. Ford does not look good this week. I missed that question. I missed the question. Sky Blue is Elon's new stock. Yeah, okay, I got it. Elon has a tendency not to share profits, so it's going to be a no to anything that boy touches. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate his work. I love what he does. But he doesn't share his profits. And without sharing his profits, it doesn't give me an idea. Okay? So by sharing the profits, by paying out a dividend, it gives me an idea when the stock is going to move. Because stocks only move for two reasons. One reason is an unknown reason. That's kind of unknown. It's like when Exxon Valdez crashed in the Gulf, the Northwest, spilled that oil all over the place. Well, their stock dropped. Same thing with British Petroleum when they sprung a leak in the Gulf of Mexico. Their stock dropped. Okay, you got hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, natural disasters. They happen. A death of a salesman, something that happens that affects the company that you cannot plan for. That is an unknown event. Okay, stocks have a tendency to react to unknown events. Now, on the flip side, you have what's called a known event, something you can plan for, like an IPO. That's a known event. Okay, a dividend. That's a known event. Earnings report. That's a known event. Stock splits, announcements, anything that you can plan for. Costco, C-O-S-T. I'll write that down. S-T-L-A. S-T-L-A. We'll take a gander at them. Just sit tight. So anything you can plan for, okay, you have a better opportunity of making money. Now, a dividend, well, a stock has a tendency to go up just before the dividend is paid. Usually. So if we know when the dividend is going to be paid, well, we have a good idea of when the stock is going to increase in value, because most of them increase in value just before the dividend date. So that being known, great. Well, you set up my calendar. Here's my calendar right here. Okay, Citigroup, Siri, Ford, Apple, British Petroleum, Pfizer, U.S. Steel, Wells Fargo, ConocoPhillips, Apple, Kinder Morgan, Kroger, ExxonMobil, PPG, Visa, MasterCard, IBM, all right there. Look at them all. But this is just the month of November. There's 12 other months. If I know when a stock is paying its dividend, I have a good idea of when the stock is going to move up in value. Great. Well, if we know ExxonMobil is going to move up before the 14th, well, fine. I want to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday, which would be the 28th. That gives it 2 weeks to move up before the dividend. Well, impressive. You like that one? So, just by knowing the information when the stock moves up, well, that's only half of the equation, because the other half of the equation is right here. Never go against the trend, because if it's trending down, see, look at this one. Okay, she went up, hit a high at $11.40, big drop, 1, 2, 3, 4 days to the downside. Why 2 weeks? I said, I like to do it in 2 weeks. You can do it in 1 week. You can do it in 1 day. You can do it in 1 month. You can do it whenever you want. Okay? I've been trading for 20 years. I have a good grasp on what works for me. So when I buy a stock, I always buy it 2 weeks before the dividend date. Target, right here on the 20th, target, I will buy it on the 4th, which is tomorrow, if the numbers work. Same thing with NE, same thing with Target, same thing with Walgreens, same thing with Chevron. If the numbers work, 2 weeks before the EX date on a Monday. I do all my buying on Mondays. The reason being is 80% of all options expire worthless. So I do not want to buy options. I want to sell options. I want to be on the winning side. If Trump wins, what should I jump on? I have no idea. Jump on the bed. Jump up in the bed and say, yay! Or whatever you want to yell at. What was that REIT MPW? You can jump for joy or jump in dissatisfaction. You can do whatever you want if he wins. If he wins, if he loses. It is what it is. I've never been affected by the man in the big chair. Okay, thanks, John. Where was I? That only because, Joy, there you go, Lisa. Now, Ford's going to be a no only because right now it's still in a downturn. It's still dropping, and it's still going to drop until it stops. That's what a trend is. And I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but a trend is your friend right to the end. Because the trend's going to stop, it's going to turn around, and it's going to go back up. That's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Joshua, Rig, 100% yes. Okay, great. Mr. H, you like it? Fine. More power to you. To me, it's a no. Wicked 3 over there on Instagram. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. All right, so I said no to Rig, but hey, if you want to do it, that's up to you. Mike, Pepsi, P-E-P. Pepsi's been around for over 100 years, but she's in a downturn. Look at this. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this big fat channel. Just going sideways all year long. Look. Buy, sell, 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 buy. Okay? Take advantage. If you like a company, take advantage of it when it goes up and when it goes down. Okay? Figure out what works for you. For me, 1% of work, 1% a week comes to over 50% per year. All right, I've been very blessed this year. Well, last year was not that bad. Whoops, not there. Right here. Okay, here's all my trades for this year. Walgreens, Series, Southwest Airlines, Wells Fargo, Macy's, Wynn, that's Wynn Resorts, Wells Fargo, Walgreens, Kohl's, Wynn's, MPW, Bitto. Okay, all my trades are listed right here. Okay, I don't share. I don't keep anything from you guys. I mean, I do have 6 accounts. I only share 3 of them with you guys, and I think that's more than fine. Curry, how are you today? Over there in Instagram world. Okay, so that's that. Let's get out of there. Okay, we're down to the last 30 minutes. Want weekly cash flow? Check out XDTE. Matt, seriously, XDTE. First of all, number one, it's a monthly optional stock. You don't get weekly cash flow with a monthly. Sorry, you just don't. Okay? It's called a monthly option. That means you do it once a month, the third Friday of the month. Look, 15 November, 20 December, 21 March, 20 June. Yeah, no thanks. The numbers just never work on monthlies. So, XDTE is going to be a no. Okay, so anyway, Mike, back to Pepsi. Okay, so Pepsi, look at where she is. Here's your high right here. Here's your bottom right there. That is going to keep going down until it stops. Because what do? They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Do you get dividends if you own puts and calls? No, you do not. You have to own a stock in order to catch a dividend. And you have to own a stock before the EX date and own it past the date of record. There's 4 dates to remember. Listen here, scallywag. You best, yep, nonsense, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so Pepsi is going to be a no until it turns around. But I'm going to keep my eye on Pepsi. The 165s are going for, okay, nice. Pepsi. As soon as she turns around, Lisa Ann, that was funny. Yeah, okay. What 4 dates do I need to remember? All right, Parker, are you ready? When it comes to dividend stocks, 4 dates. Date number 1 is the announcement date. That's when the company says, hey, this is Joe from AT&T. We have a 50-cent dividend. We're going to pay it on X date. Okay? Announcement date. Date number 2 is the EX dividend date. That is the last day the stock trades before they pay the dividend. Date number 3, the date of record. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. Date number 4, self-explanatory. The payment date. That's when you actually get your money. Okay, so let's go back. Josh said rig is a yes. I'm saying rig is a no. So why would he say rig is a yes? R-I-G. Okay. Oh, yeah. Rig, there are no dividends in the time period selected. No, rig is a no. What do you do if you think REITs pay monthly dividends? Okay. Give me a good REIT. Oh. Isn't O a REIT? O Realty? No, that's just Realty Income. That's not a REIT. I need a good REIT. Anyone have a REIT they can tell me? I can take a look at it. AGNC. We already said no to AGNC. AGNC. All right. It doesn't say REIT. It just says AGNC. Okay, so look at AGNC. Going all the way back to 2016. Okay, all the way back to 2016. Okay, 18 cents, 2016. 2017, 18 cents. 2018, 18 cents. 2019, 18 cents, and then they drop it to 16 cents. 2020, 16 cents. 2020, 12 cents. 2021, 12 cents. 2022, 12 cents. 2023, 12 cents. 2024, 12 cents. There is no increase in the dividends whatsoever. If a dividend is a portion of the profits, if the dividends are not increasing, that means the profits are not increasing. So whatever the dividend is, let's say it's 2% of the profit. If the dividend doesn't increase, that means they're not increasing the profits. Why the hell would you put your money in a company that's not consistently profitable? That freaking boggles my mind. It does. You guys work for them. Now, some of you guys inherited your money, and you know what? It is what it is. My children are going to inherit my money, so you know what? They'll be in that position at some point in time. But here's the thing. Nobody has more interest in your money than you do. So if you take your money and put it into a company that's not profitable, well, that's on you. That's your own damn fault. Rig is a no. I already said that one. Pepsi, wait for the bottom to show up. Walmart, WMT. Wally World is going to be a no. Only reason Wally World's going to be a no, it's way too close to the high. I don't buy at the high. It's like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a tall ladder. It just doesn't make sense. Not to me anyway. But if you like Walmart, more power to you. Okay? It is going to the upside. But look at it. Constantly going up. If you like it. I don't like something that continuously goes up. Because eventually, what goes up must come down. Okay? What goes up must come down. Wheels on the bus go round and round. I forget who sings that song. Talk about your troubles, it's a crying shame. Ride a pretty... Okay, if I own stock after... If I own stock after the date of record, sell it the next, do I get the dividend? You have to buy the stock before the EX date. Okay? You have to buy the stock before the EX date, sell it after the date of record, and then you can collect the dividend. But the thing is, dividends, stocks have a tendency to go down after the dividend is paid. Okay, so let's keep on going. All right, Matt, we already said no to XDTE, whatever the hell that is. I have no idea. Uh-oh, last 15 minutes. I missed all these questions. Uh-oh, all these questions. Holy cow. All right, Riggs a no. Largest wholesale and mortgage broker. Perfect. Thanks for the clarification. You got it. Apparently, people don't like my opinion. That's fine. Okay, Matt, want weekly cash flow? Check out XDTE. Yeah, that's a no. Walmart, no. Yeah, I don't care if Walmart. I don't care if Warren Buffett owns it. Look at it. You want to buy at the high of the year? Fine, be my guest. I don't buy at the high. It doesn't make sense. When have you ever heard Aramis? Still a thing. Okay. What's the difference between the date of record and the EX date? The EX date is the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. The date of record is whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. The way it used to work years ago, before it went computerized. The EX date was the last day the stock traded. Okay, great. So the bookkeeper would write down who owns the stock in the book. Okay? And then the bookkeeper would take that book and he would hand it over to the accounting department, and whoever was on that book on the date of record got a check mailed to them years ago. I thought Sims closed a long time ago. I have no idea what Sims is. Okay, Walmart. Okay, 0 days till. I have no idea what that means. Nurse Scott. ODT, 0 days to expiration. same day close. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Why don't you just say 0 days to expiration? Sell them. I have no idea. Scott, sell 90% delta is best. Okay. What about Nike? We already took a look at Nike. Josh Al, yeah, Rig, we already said no to that one. Largest wholesale mortgage broker. Ford, already took a look at more. Okay, do ETHH. CMG, isn't CMG Chipotle? CMG. Chipotle, yeah, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, see, what you guys don't understand, if you don't know when a stock is going to move, then how are you getting your signals to buy? I'm kind of curious, seriously. If you have no clue whatsoever when a stock is going to make a predictable move, well, how do you know when to buy it? That's a valid question. Interesting question. Not really an answer, just an observation, but okay. But seriously, there's a question I'm asking you guys. If it doesn't have a dividend, okay? Because a dividend, stocks have a tendency to go up just before the dividend date. So if it doesn't have a dividend, how do you tell when a stock is going to move? That's the reason why I like dividend stocks, because they tells me when they're going to have their dividend, when they're going to pay out. When they're going to pay out, great. I want to take a look at the stock. Is it the right time to buy? Because it usually goes up just before the dividend date. So if it doesn't have a dividend, how do you know it's going to move? PMT, no idea. K-Busy. PMT. What the heck is PMT? Yeah, no, dude. Sorry. It's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Costco. COST. Yeah, I don't do stocks over $250. I don't know how many people here can actually afford $877 per share. Doesn't the stock need to drop to collect covered call premiums? No, Chris, it doesn't. Can I have that shirt? Believe it or not, they will be available on the website when I get around to it. I mean, I finished writing book number 14 in February. I still haven't put it up yet. Okay, I don't even have these shirts available yet. Pfizer, we already looked at Pfizer. Salco, how you doing? How do you filter dividend stocks on Yahoo Finance? I don't. Okay, how I find my stocks? Here we go. You ready? Get a pencil, piece of paper, crayon, marker, mascara, lipstick, whatever you write with. Okay, I don't judge. Okay, list number 1. Dividend Kings List 2024. Look it up on Google. Dividend Kings List 2024. 54 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. That's 50 years. Year after year after year after year, higher and higher and higher dividends. Dividend Aristocrats List. 67 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 25 consecutive years. Dividend Contenders. Dividend Champions. 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 25 years. The rules are a little bit different than the aristocrats, but still 25 years of increased dividends. Dividend Contenders. 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 10 to 24 years. And then for the fun of it, I like to throw in Warren Buffett's list 2024, just because he's a good trader. Okay, if I own Estee Lauder in the 90s, but you sell a covered call in the 60s, how do you keep from having the stock called away and losing money? Well, first of all, Silver Wolf, why would you be selling in the 60s? That's way too close. EL, Estee Lauder. Say currently, right now, the stock is at 66.58. Okay? I'm selling mine at 75. Okay? Or 73, 74, somewhere in that area. I think I'm selling it, wait a minute, 4 strikes out would be the 70s. No, I don't like that. Maybe the 71s. Okay, I'm probably going to sell the 71s and maybe, yeah, 71s. That's me. You have to figure out what's best for you. Now, as the stock drops and you sell a covered call less than what you paid for it, you better make sure you keep an eye on it, because if this thing jumps up and go past that, that's when you can be losing. Okay, that's why I do 4 to 5 strikes out of the money whenever one of my stock drops. And I like to keep an eye on what are the premiums that are out of the money, because some stocks pay 0 when the premiums go 3 or 4 strikes out. Yeah, so I stay away from those. Sorry, what were you referring to when you were talking about Nike? I looked up on the option chart. What was I talking about? Okay, Nike. Here's the top right here, 125. The bottom right there at 70. Okay, right around here is when the Olympics were, when that thing dropped. Okay, now, Nike 30 days ago. Here's the last 30 days for Nike. 30 days ago, it was at 82. She went down, up, down, up. Here's the high at 85. She drops down to 75. That was on Thursday. Friday was an up day. I like 2 up days in a row before I jump in on a bottom. You'll make most of your money buying low, selling high. I've never once heard anybody say buy a stock at the high and wait for it to go higher. I've never heard that. Never. Okay, stock is at a high. Oh, buy it. It's going up. Well, it's at the high. Why buy it at the high and wait for it to go higher? Okay, you have a high and then the profit taking. When it turns around and goes back up, that's the time to jump in my humble opinion. You guys have to make up your own rules. Okay, I always tell people, don't listen to a damn word I say. If it makes sense, research it. Check and see if I'm correct. Okay, it's not the messenger, it's the message. Does it make sense? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Don't really take my word for it. Double check. Does it make sense? Is it something that you understand? If you don't understand it, don't do it. All right, anyway, let's keep on going. Pfizer said it was close to 2%. Was that Pfizer or was that Nike? Yeah, Nike is close to 2%. Okay? At $78.10. The 78 is going for $1.54. 78. Okay, let's actually do the calculations. $1.54. Okay, we're losing 10 cents. Subtract 10 cents. Divide that by the 78 strike price. 1.84%. I said it was close to 2. Okay? 1.84 is close to 2. 1.84 is close to 2%. All right. Anyway, let's keep on going. We got 4 minutes left. I'm getting tired. Holy shit. Okay. Just look up dividend aristocrats. Tesla, my friend Twitch. Tesla doesn't pay dividends. No. You jump into a trade. When do you get out? You take profits? Oh, see? You weren't paying attention. Now, when I say a covered call, basically I'm buying it at this price here. Hold that thought. Silver Wolf. So to sell covered calls for less than what you paid for, but still not lose, even if the stock is called away, you can roll out. Now, I'd say roll forward your covered call option. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So let's say hypothetically speaking, I buy it at 78.10. Okay, she shoots up, and I sell these 78s, and she shoots up to 82. Well, there's a possibility I could lose, but I could roll it into next week, gain another 7 days and another premium without losing any money. Damn a redneck, thanks, dude. Oh, it disappeared. Shit. Anyway, yeah. So you have a lot of opportunities, okay, whenever the stock moves up or down, where, depending on where you jumped in. Because where you buy is where you buy. That number never changes unless you dollar cost average down. How do you roll it forward? Well, very simple. Right click, create a rolling order, and there's the rolling order right there. That's one of the reasons why I love Thinkorswim. It does everything for me. Meaning you buy back your existing option at a lower price and then sell price on the same stock, effectively locking in the premium to receive while maintaining the potential of the stock. Basically, yes. Okay? If you look in here, okay, definitely don't want to do that one. But anyway, I would be buying this one and I would be selling that one. Okay? The 21 February, 21 March. Okay, this is a different strategy. So let me get out of that. That's a bad one to show you. Let's delete that one. Let's go back to this one. Let's go to coal. Oh, Harley Davidson. Why not? Create a rolling order for Harley Davidson. Okay, so Harley Davidson, I have the November 8th, which is this Friday. So basically, I will be buying back this one, November 8th, and selling next Friday, November 15th. So buy back this one, sell that one, collect a credit, whatever it is. Right now it says 17 cents. I wouldn't do it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it and I'm going to move it up to 35 cents. And I'm going to create what's called a good till cancel order. So this is going to go to the market maker first thing. Live session removed. Wait a second. All right, so apparently my live session just got removed. Feedback. Violation reason, fraud and scams. We want people to be able to use our platform to learn about ways of financial responsibility and consider economic transaction and investment opportunities. Cool. Without worrying about scams, financial exploitations, we do not allow attempts to defraud or scam members of that community. Visit our community guidelines for more. Do you agree with this decision? Absolutely freaking not. The notice is unclear. I'm still not sure why I got restricted. TikTok should allow contact my line. My line does not contain the content mentioned in this notice. Well, now, doesn't that just piss you off? First, I'm watching, not an active trader. Okay, nothing wrong with that at all. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the evening. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow